run a news organization with 17 foreign bureaus, 17 national bureaus. It's a different challenge and one that she's excited to take on, but one that will test her.
To recall that day last year, I interviewed our boss, NPR CEO Yarlon, about the harassment allegations against Michael Oreskes, and Yarlon told me this.
I condemn his actions. They were unacceptable. They're deplorable.
Which prompts a question to you, David. Was it a foregone conclusion, given the circumstances of Mike's departure, that his successor would be a woman?
You know, it's often said that women are asked to come in and clean up in difficult circumstances, and there's still some tensions and concerns in the newsroom. I can report about the lingering legacy of what we learned in the wake of the Oreskes scandal. That said, women, as you well know, and as our listeners may know, have held all of the top titles at this news organization, both journalistically and corporately. And there were, as I understand it, men of prominence who were considered seriously for this job as well. So 14, I think, is a bit of a stretch, but certainly, it doesn't hurt to have somebody who's going to, as she promises to be, significantly sensitive to the concerns that have arisen in the newsroom in the past year.
Where does Nancy Barnes say she wants to take NPR? What does she want to do?
Well, she says she wants to enter with humility and listen for a while and learn. She says she wants to preserve the strengths of foreign and national reporting, the storytelling, and that she wants to get a better handle on the network. That says she also wants to further elevate what she calls her enterprise and investigative